everybody, hope that you are doing very well and welcome to this cryptocurrency technical analysis where in today's video I'm going to be going over the current trade that I and many members are also in with me, and this is because we had a CCV setup, a absolutely wonderful high probability setup come to us last night, so I want to be going over that. It's a lovely trade. And then I also want to be covering, to start with, how we are looking at this, the range that we are currently in, and also the higher term time frame, range that we are also in. So ranges upon ranges, really nice, steadily making money off these charts. Brilliant to see. So let's start off with, before I go over the current trade that we are in, I want to go over onto the bigger picture. Really simply, you all know we have been going from the highs to the lows of this overall big range, okay? After rejecting from that high last time, we spent a lot of time at these lows, okay? And myself, I was playing it cautious at these lows, very cautious to the long side. And we can see that the reason why we got this rise was the swing failure pattern, okay? So pretty easy if we're honest. Swing failure pattern of those lows, rise, okay? Spending time once again at that sort of SR level. It's just insane, okay? Insane. Let's go down onto a lower term time frame so you can really just see how perfect it is, okay? You've done the swing failure of that low, you came back up to our old channel resistance, you broke through that, hold it as support, you come back up to your monthly, okay? So pretty easy trading with, it's pretty easy trading. And then from that monthly, okay, this is where you're interested in, well, I guess myself anyway, I'm interested in short positions because it's like the first time that you test this level. Okay, it's also like the high of the range. So if you're looking at this as its overall range as well, so you could say that you're also range bound somewhat between here, aren't you? So when you come back up to here, you're looking for that trade. But what's really nice about this is there's just so much confluence and so much probability. So what I bang on about it every single video that I make, like, you really only want to take the most highest probability trades. Why take a trade? Firstly, why take a trade in the heat of the moment, like market buying? I can guarantee people lost money last night trying to buy these highs. It's just like ridiculously bad idea. And you need to get out of that habit if you actually want to make money. As well as people, probably just, well, I guess maybe they didn't even identify the range. Although this one's quite an easy one. I would say it's quite easy one to recognize. But nevertheless, what you want to be doing is trading the range until it breaks. And as well as that, you have the probabilities of a CCV setup here. You also have the, high probabilities of hitting the monthly, and then you're also taking the liquidity, and you even ended last night with the swing failure pattern, and this is where it all came together. So these are the positions that me and my team are in at the moment. So you can see everybody with really similar entry prices all around this 3,300. Have a guess. You can tell why. We've all got these really similar entries. This is my particular one, but I'll show you now on this screen. You can see this was literally taken last night. Okay, so last night's trade, at the moment around $700 profit just while asleep. So waking up, $700 profit into the books. Obviously that's really nice. And then so this all comes under the fact that, so it's no coincidence, I hope I pronounced that right, it's no coincidence that we all have the really similar entries, because we're all trading the same setup. And this is what you really want to strive towards, okay? So you really want to strive towards as a trader, to only take these high probability steps. So when you have recognized a setup that has a statistical edge that works time and time again, obviously this is 80% probabilities, this CCV. So when you have these sort of steps, it's like you take them. You take them without almost thinking, okay? Obviously, you can review the chart. You can make sure that you have like confluences, of course, and you can make sure the context is right, because we had to, you don't just randomly take these trades. You have to review the context, and obviously the context here is we're swing firing, taking the liquidities of the highs, and it's at the monthly, and it's at the top of the range. So you definitely have the context within this one. So when all of this is lining together, I would say you're talking about like 95% that you're going to get this trade. And obviously hasn't quite hit my target at the moment, so I'm waiting for a little bit lower, but nevertheless, you could be in this position now, have a stop loss in profit if you wanted to, and you've made money whatever happens, I would say. But yeah, this is like the setups, what you're waiting for, and then really simply for you in this video, trade the range. Okay, so there's the range from the monthly, and it's not like I've just randomly made up this monthly. This is the same level that I've been giving you for the past I don't know, coming on 2 months. So this is an insanely good level, and you can see here how it originally was support. You had your drop down to that channel, the higher of the lower channel, back up to test the monthly. You'll know that we were taking these shorts from the highs, coming back up, coming back down, coming back up, and now obviously, do you get this partial decline before another move back up? Again, this is what you're looking at in the moment, reviewing what's happening and making informed trading decisions. And it's all about the informed trading decisions, You got to be very much on the ball, reacting to what's happening, unless of course you're a swing trader. And if you're a swing trader right now, you probably don't care what's happening down on the 15-minute chart. Let's be honest. But this is the great thing, though, because these sort of setups, these sort of theories, they work equally well for scalp traders and they work equally well for swing traders. So people that have full-time jobs that don't want to be managing it all day, these setups are absolutely, really viable. You come up to these high-term time frame resistance with Confluence, and it's just like one of those things that you got to really put your money where your mouth is and take those sort of trades. So, yeah, that's what I'm trading from at the moment. And then obviously on the smaller term time frame, I'd really say, well, it's kind of pretty easy. It's kind of just really staring you in the face, isn't it? Still this channel, okay, you can see it's not been like totally perfect, but at the same time it has been totally perfect. There's just been so many trades off of it. It's like just unreal. So you can see that still remains like our mid-term time frame support, that 9,065, and clearly that resistance of the monthly still 9,339. So that's kind of like a technical analysis view of this. Like, you're identifying your local support and resistances, and then you're looking for trades naturally off of those local support and resistances. If you break resistances, so let's say it's possible that this is the low as we're speaking right now. And if that's the case, then you can be reacting as prices coming back up, taking profits, switching into longs, for example. And if you break those resistances, well, then naturally you're looking up to your next higher levels. Okay, same as if you break support, you can be looking down to your next lower levels of support. So it's not like we're saying, oh, this is 100% guaranteed, like this is definitely going to happen. No, that's not what we're doing. We are, we're not that naive as traders. We are just trading the probabilities, and we then are just taking the highest probability trades. That's kind of. That's where you want to strive towards, I think, as a trader. You don't want to be getting, I think the one of the main problems with people in trading is that they generally lose money because they're actually so scared of losing money. They just keep losing money. Think about how many times have you lost money because you've just given yourself such a tight, really small stop loss. And, it's generally because you're so scared of losing that trade. You just keep losing that trade. So like the emotional impact of trading is really, really big. But then to get rid of that emotional strain of trading, it is... Obviously, it's kind of easy for me to say it because I've been doing this for a long time. But nevertheless, I do think it's, in my humble opinion, it's a good way to remove that emotional aspect of actually just trading the charts, trading the highest probability setups. It is naturally going to remove the emotions, because if you can see statistics and you see something that works time and time again, then obviously there's that chance that you could still lose the setup. But if you can prove to yourself, or not just I guess if you can prove to yourself that this setup works, then you don't have these emotions within that trade. You just are taking a trade, you're winning or occasionally losing, and you just keep on going. And that's what I guess, easier said than done from my part, I suppose. But for all those that are striving to learn, then that's kind of my recommendation. You need to stop just randomly taking trades. Really articulate a plan and think about every trade before you take it. Okay, so if you've been buying at the tops here, you got to say to yourself, like, what was your plan there? Like really, what was your plan? Why are you not trading? If you're a subscriber of this channel for the last few years, we trade the range until it breaks. So you got to think to yourself, like, what were you trying to do there? Not to say that it couldn't have broke up, but the probabilities were obviously unlikely to see that. So obviously, what I mean by this, though, is also this morning you have seen the UK market pulling back. Okay, so if you come down to a lower term time frame, you can see the UK market was pulling back. You can see the ES was pulling back. So this obviously adds strength to thinking Bitcoin was also going to pull back this morning. So Obviously, if this now starts to curve back up, as well as the UK market starts to curve back up, well, then you can actually see Bitcoin starting to curve back up. So again, we're always looking at the, we're not just because we've entered a short doesn't mean we're going to hold on to the short for the whole day. We're continuously looking for reasons to take profit early potentially, or switch that position if necessary. I'm not in that position to switch it at the moment. Everything's going well, and I guess I'll end with this. Obviously, because the Twitter's banned, I've been doing a lot more posts over on Instagram. So inside of the story, you can't view it here. You have to sign in. But yeah, inside of the story over at Instagram, I've been uploading, pictures of the trades that I've been taking, little updates throughout the day. So I recommend that's just instagram.com/chart champions. That if you're interested in what we're doing in the day, because obviously I no longer have Twitter, then you can come across, follow that account if it's of any interest to you, of what we're doing in the day. I suppose if you're here, then it should be of interest to you. And if you want to also learn about this setup that we're taking, the CCV setup, how me and many members have taken this setup and made money overnight from that setup, then this is something that I teach to the contenders and champions. Okay, I have taught that setup last week, so that is on the website. So if you want to actually understand the theory behind this, what you're looking for, how you get your targets, then that's across at chartchampions.com, and you can sign up, watch the video, learn, educate, and empower yourself to make some money. So any questions, you can leave them down below, and hope that you have enjoyed this video. Hope you've enjoyed the technical analysis. Hope I've given you some insights of why I was looking for these shorts, okay, how we can look at other markets for confluences. And again, once again, that monthly, absolutely insane. We're now coming down into this area of support. So let's keep our eye on the charts. Let's trade the charts, no biases. And, that's the way that we'll continue to make money daily. So hope that you've enjoyed this video. Thank you, everybody. Have a brilliant day and goodbye. Bye.